amazing Greek island where I worked about nearly 30 years ago now. I used to spend the summer here. I worked in a little jewellery shop in this town called Aegean. And Santorini, or Lyre, is an island blasted apart in a huge eruption. It basically caused the exodus. So in the stories where the sea recedes in Exodus, that is when Lyre blew up, home of the Minoan people, and it basically restructured the lives of people in the Mediterranean. So we are going to thread our way down a little walkway that snakes down many turns and twists down to this island here where I used to go swimming every day. And if I bring that in closer, you can't quite make it out, but that is a church, a little tiny chapel, as indeed many of these are. So we are going to return back to our light body, and we are going to start walking down loads of steps, threading our way through the town, and eventually end up at the island. Okay, so many of you may have been there if you've been. We're not going to walk, we're not going to sit on donkeys, we're going to walk down it and we're going to walk up it. It'll be good exercise in your mind, and I don't like the idea of all of us large tourists sitting on these poor donkeys. Okay, so I'd like you just to take a breath in and expel any negative energies with a breath out to the earth. Take a breath in from the air element and breathe out any anxieties and worries. Now take a breath in from the water surrounding our sacred earth. Breathe out any sadness. And finally take a breath in towards it. I am now going to draw the Nautilus master shell north, east, south and west. Draw that symbol in Utah overlay to, and then I'm going to draw this down you to bring in the Fibonacci sequences and to ground you. Feel the stone being dragged down your body. One more time. Grounding you and making you a little bit heavier. And then I'm going to pop that at your feet. I'm going to give you 2 seashells for you to hold, and they are the tiger cowrie, and I'd like you to hold them with the opening at your palm like that. So I'm going to give them to you now. And as you're holding them, I'd like you just to imagine the stagnant or negative energy draining out of your arms and into those shells, and they're going to feel really heavy at the end of it. And now just imagine an orb of light, love and protection emerging from the heavens and encasing you in its layer of love, light and protection. Asking the gods of Olympia to bless us in our journey to Athena for her blessings and for Poseidon to also bless us in this new age of modern armchair travelling and exploration. Okay, now, so I would like you now just to start threading your way through the streets of Aegean. I am with you, and we're going to start heading down the mountainside, and the pathway literally snakes and zigzags like that all the way down to the bottom, so a bit like the nadis around your center line. Okay, and as we start heading down, draw the clearance symbol within you. Say hey, say hey, say hey, and I want you just to feel this symbol starting to work its magic within you. I'm now going to draw the abalone symbol. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. And this is also a clearance. I'm going to start holding on to this. And I'd like you now just to keep walking down each turn, and with each turn you are invited. You don't have to do this at all, but we want to get back to our light body. You are invited to take off an item of clothing with each twist. So taking off the shoes, taking off the socks, the next turn, taking off the sweater, taking off the shirt. Nobody notices you and nobody looks at you. Nobody wants anything. Taking off the belt, taking off the trousers. Don't worry, you're going to retrieve them all on the way up. And taking off the undergarments. Okay, on the next bend and twist, we are going to invite you to take off your hair. No right or wrong answers. If you don't want to do this, that is fine. Keep going, twisting and turning as we clear. And now, just a few more as you take off your jewelry. And then we are at the bottom by this beautiful little church. You are invited to take off your skin. If you have done this, your light body will radiate out, shining a beautiful ethereal colours of light, of yellow, of gold. Here is the bumblebee jasper and the orange calcite. See yourself and feel yourself as a being of light, radiating that goodness, that energy, that peace of the rainbow seashell energy. Just going to scoop out anything that no within the aura, just going to scoop them out. Out of your throat, out of your third eye, and especially out of your heart. Cleanse and clear. A little hole in the Nautilus that you can see would be where the creature regulated its buoyancy. And as you shine these amazing colours, you feel lighter. You feel gayer, happier, free, really free. And as you reach the bottom, you stand on the jetty of this little island church. And you feel like you want to go for a swim. We used to cliff jump down here. And you do a beautiful swan dive into the dark wine blue sea. You are perfectly protected because there are many of these protective eyes. And you dive into the beautiful waters. The deeper water being the deep blue and the lighter water, the energy of the Greek Smithsonite mind at Delphi, where the oracle reside. As you dive into that water and you swim through it, feel the energy rushing through your crown and down your spine and out of your feet and your hands, cleansing, clearing, shifting. The Nereids and the mermaids come and swirl around you, the embodiment of the water. Just take a few moments now to swim and lie on your back as I brush you down with seashells. The seabed. There was nothing within it, so I brought it home. A gift from Poseidon. If you have any worries, speak to Michelle. Remember, you are in your light body. You are protected. You are loved. And you noises, it's my cat. These days, gods may be melting into memory, but some of us still hold them dear. Poseidon, vengeful god, kind of diluted and melted into mists of time. But these days we choose to feel the benevolent energy of the sea god, the old man, as the Nereids. The Nereids are the sea nymphs who splash and ripple the water that you lie within now. But you, as a light being, shine a light down into the water, illuminating even the darkest crevices of the deep of your soul, of the chambers of your heart. Let the water dilute any of those stuck emotions that still hurt. Dilute them and let them go. Feel the water nymphs brushing away from you. Breathe in and know that today is a new day. Every day we get the chance to start again. Just gonna turn this shell around now and shine its energy into your throat, into your third eye, and into your heart. Now, the Nereids invite you to put your head under the water. Remember, you can breathe through this bit here. You have a bubble of light around you. You are a bubble of light, the light of the neck. And your light illuminates the floor of the sea. The Nereid points down and you can see a selection of gifts on the ocean floor. You dive down with the Nereid supporting you, gives an entourage, swimming downwards and downwards and downwards to pick up your shell or your fossil or your treasure. And then you head back up to the surface, upwards and upwards and upwards, shedding more fears, more worries, as you reach and gasp that first breath of fresh air. The sea nymph takes a bag made of fishing nets with a long strap off herself and places it about you and tells you to place your shell into the bag to take home with you. And they draw the Raku symbol, looking like a lightning strike down your body to ground in this healing. And then they guide you back into the shallow waters around one of the lower rocks and you sit there, gaining a good purchase, and you smile at them and you thank them. And they now take the heavy shells, cowrie shells, back down into their world to cleanse and clear and to repair. And you watch them dive back. And now it is time for you to head back up the pathway from the little island all the way back up to here. You have the choice at each turn to either put on that skin, or you can leave it, no right or wrong answers, and you snake back up the steps. Do you wish to retrieve your hair? No right or wrong answer. Do you wish to retrieve your underwear? Do you wish to retrieve your trousers or skirt? Do you wish to retrieve your belt? No right or wrong answer. Do you wish to retrieve your shirt? Do you wish to retrieve your sweater? Need to stop being so shy and let your light out. Now we are at the top of the cliffs in the little village of Aegean, and as you look out over the wine blue sea, of Homer's poetry, you see a dolphin. And then another one. And one more. And your heart soars. It brings that playful energy back in. Now locate one of the many restaurants up here, and you head over to a beautifully laid table overlooking the Sea of Greece. And as I retrieve the Nautilus fossil, an iced coffee frappe is placed in front of you. And we now ground you again and ground this healing in. I'm just holding the Nautilus over you as I draw the master symbol. Air, our emotions. It cleanses and it clears, and each drop of water, once it has washed you clear, will take about 1,000 years to circumnavigate that girdle of water that is around the whole world, uniting all of us together. Take a breath in and